As a farmer, you're growing food for other people to eat, and you want them to buy that food so that you can continue growing that food for other people. And there's a framework that you can use with your marketing that will take you from that finding those customers, those initial customers, to educating them about how your product stands out in the marketplace, to converting that sale and getting them to actually hand you their hard-earned dollars for your food. And then we're gonna take them and make them, you know, a relationship, a lifelong customer. We're gonna walk through that. That's called a sales funnel, and I'm introducing that in today's mini-series. So I'm gonna always bring things back to broiler chickens. That's because it's a very familiar thing for me, and it's a very easy thing for me to teach to other people, but you can take this for seeding or planting or whatever. So for broiler chickens, I have a framework. I know in my head and on my farm and on paper and in my planning that I order chicks by this date, and then I get chicks by this date as day-old baby hatchling. They spend this many days in the brooder, this many days in the field. I have this much time for processing, this much time for a fresh chicken, and then after that I freeze the product, and then I have a frozen window, and I have a framework to work within so that I know I have very predictable steps along the way, and if there's any variables, I can see and change and adapt my management practices for that specific piece of the puzzle. But from beginning to end, at the end, I have a deliverable, a frozen chicken that I can either hold on to, eat myself, or sell to somebody else. Now, take that with plants. You order your seeds, you lay out your seeding tray, you start your seeds, they germinating, you harden them off, you plant them in the field, so many days for how much fertilizer, whatever, and then you harvest at the end, and you have a deliverable of a beet to give to your customers. Well, the same thing is true with marketing. From beginning to end, you can create a framework that walks you through, and you have benchmarks along the way to see whether or not what you're doing is good, if it's effective, if people are responding to it, and if at the end of the day, you're generating more quality sales for your business. Now, there are different ways you can take a sales funnel. You can create them whatever way you want, and it will differ from business to business. But for farming, one of the examples that I pulled out that I'm putting in my new book has 6 steps to that example. The first step is generating awareness by appealing to people's base desires. Number 2, consideration. You now have their attention through your awareness. You have to convince them that your product is the bee's knees. It's awesome. Then on to step 3. Step 3 is preference, your value proposition. You're gonna talk to the customer, they have awareness, they really gel with what you're doing. Now you're moving in towards that sale, and you wanna say, this is exactly how this is gonna benefit you. You should totally not miss this opportunity. And number 4 is the best. That's the purchase. That's when they're paying money for all those hours that you spent out in the field and on the farm. They're giving over what they worked really hard for what you worked really hard for, and they're gonna take it home, they're gonna bring it into their house and feed it to their family and their friends, and that's an amazing thing. Don't underestimate that. But it doesn't stop at the sale. It goes on to step 5, and that's loyalty. Be consistent. You gotta be consistent and treat your customers great, deliver a great product, and your business is gonna grow that way. And if you let that slip, your business is gonna slip as well. And then we go on to the 6th and final step, and that's creating advocates. If you don't wanna always do all the marketing for your farm, create advocates. Create people who are evangelists, who just love your business. And we're gonna go through all 6 of these steps more in depth with their own separate videos over this Farm Marketing Solutions mini-series about sales funnels. So why are we talking about sales funnels? It's 2018. This Farm Marketing Solutions is gonna be all about farm marketing solutions. We're gonna talk about marketing, sales, how to run your business. That is our business in 2018. Now, this is my business. This is what I've been spending the winter on from 2017 to 2018. I have to date this because these videos live on forever. But I'm coming out with a book, spring 2018. If you want more information, head on over to farmmarketingsolutions.com/store and look for the pastured poultry packet number 2. If you want to follow along on the series, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.